Hello everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Morsels. Today's morsel will be on the topic the Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant carried the presence of the Lord in the Old Testament times. In Exodus 25:22, God tells the Israelites that His presence will dwell in the Ark of the Covenant. And today, you and me are the Ark of the Covenant. In the New Testament, we carry God's presence wherever we go. Amen. In the Old Testament times, the Israelites, they started assuming that the presence of the Lord will be with them, will be in the ark always. And they forgot what God told them to do, and that was, be holy for I am holy. They started falling into sin and they started living in a life of sin. We see in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 4 that they go into war with the Philistines and they lose. In chapter 4 verse 3 they say, why don't we bring the ark of the Lord into the camp so that God's presence will come and so we will have victory. So they assumed that the presence of the Lord will be with them because they have the ark. They forgot that they were living in sin. And in verse 11, we read that the ark was captured by the Philistines and the sons of Eli, the two priests, were killed. We as Christians these days, we assume that just because we were born again once and we accepted Jesus into our heart, His presence is with us. We forget that we have to live a holy life because He is holy. And we slip into sin and we live again and again continuously in a pattern of sin, assuming that His sacrifice is enough for us. He is living within me. I am a born again Christian. We do the same mistake that the Israelites once did. We see that the Philistines captured the ark. The ark turns out to be a curse for the Philistines, and the Philistines, they try to send the ark back finally. So 1 Samuel chapter 4 to chapter 6, if you read, you see a journey that the ark took to come back to Israel. And finally, in 1 Samuel chapter 7, the ark reaches the house of Abinadab. The interesting thing is, the Ark of the Covenant or the Ark of the Lord remains in the house of Abinadab for almost 100 years. Because after that we see that no one ever thought of bringing the Ark back into the house of God. The entire judgeship of Samuel, the entire reign of Saul, and halfway into the reign of David, that's when David remembers, the Ark of the Lord is there in the house of Abinadab. I need to bring it back. This is what happens with us as Christians. These days we are so busy playing church that no one bothers about the presence of the Lord. When was the last time we sought His face and not His hand? We are all seeking His hand. We say, Lord, give me this, give me that. When was the last time we sought His face? When was the last time we cried out to the Lord, Lord, I want to see your glory. Show me your majesty. Finally, in 2 Samuel chapter 6, David remembers and he attempts to bring the Ark of the Covenant back into the house of the Lord, and then on the way a mishap happens, and so he stops. He sends the Ark into the house of Obed-Edom. And in verse 11, where it says, and the ark remained in the house of Obed-Edom for 3 months, and the Lord blessed Obed-Edom and his entire household. And in verse 12 it says, David heard about it, and then he decided, so if the presence of the Lord is there, that is a blessing, I need that presence. So he goes to take it back to Jerusalem. Now my question here is, the ark was in the house of Obed-Edom for 3 months, and word spread all over that this guy is blessed because of the ark. You and me, as I said before, we are the ones who carry His presence. Are people around us able to notice that we carry His presence? That's my question today. Are people able to notice, like, for example, if I'm living in a house for rent, so my landlord, my house owner, should be able to say that she is a blessing for me because she is in my house. I can experience a blessing because of this particular lady. My colleague should be able to say, I feel the blessing being able to work with her. I want to work with this lady. My superior, my subordinates, they all should be able to say that, okay, I want to work under her. I want this lady to work in my office. People should be able to notice the presence of the Lord in us, and they should seek that presence. Let us be able to live that life, carrying God's presence wherever we go in this new year. And may others who see us desire this presence in their lives. May you be a blessing wherever you go. God bless you.